Right, let's try again. There we go,
Oh,
look,
that's
that sounds
promising.
like it, there it
That
is. Good
sounds like you,
evening,
Matt.
welcome to Contest of Speed. EU1, round 6, season 8, chaos, I know, I love it.
My
Yes, you have
third
to,
commentary partner of the season so far.
you're my
We're back.
4th, we are back. I've had you alongside me, Lewis, Danny, Muzzer. Oh, I think Titchy as well. So I've had 5. And maybe Thomas. So I've had a different one nearly every week. So, lovely stuff. Persassin has gone to the top of the timesheets. As you said, a statement of intent. In fact, he's joined them with Milan. They're both on the same time. How cute is that?
I was going to say, not by much, but he is up there. And I wonder if Yelt is going to come out, do a recce lap, and then come back in just to confirm his setup, because he does have a quali ban for this race, I believe.
I don't think he knows that, so that could be quite interesting.
He does. I'm pretty sure I saw him mention it in the chat.
He has a quality ban. We will move on. I'm sorry you can see all the stuff on the screen. I will work out eventually how to just keep the right hand side closed. But you know, we have 16 drivers this evening that are going to take on this legendary circuit of Zandvoort. We are, of course, in Holland. Back for the first time, obviously, this season in F1 for a long time. Home of the Max, Super, Max people.
Yeah, the Orange Army.
The Orange Army.
With their orange smoke.
And we'll start off with the Orange Army, kind of. The McLaren, Swarner is filling in this evening. That is for NSX and Vaporizer. We also have Spud, that's taking on the no ABS role as well. And he is in the Red Bull, swapping with... This is where my knowledge is going to get tested. He's swapping in for Joel. We have a couple of new guys. I say new guys. Dara is in again for Denso in the Ferrari, and that's about it. I thought one of the new guys was racing.
I wanted to say Snipes was reserving, but I'm not.
Snipes is actually here for a change.
I've not seen him this season, so.
Neither have
I
I.
thought he was a reserve.
The same with Ron as well. He's been waiting for a while. It was supposed to be VR Miso in the Haas for bowling, but he's also not here, which is a little bit disappointing considering he's been eager to race as one of the reserved guys to come in. So there'll be many chats had after, but let's focus on the on-track racing. Spud is starting his first flying lap. It'll be interesting, Blaze, to see how he does with no ABS.
Yeah, obviously Spud's up to EU2 for this season, not normally a no ABS driver. But he seems to be going alright through Sector 1.
I think
By
Sector...
alright, I mean no lockups to report.
Sector 1 I think is one of the easier sectors. It's going to be... I think the real test for him is either going to be the first corner, this corner he's about to go through now, and the hairpin.
A little lockup as well there, yeah. It's not too bad from Spud.
No, and Tom Robbo, there's a Mercedes off, and that's Tom Robbo, so he's not having the greatest of evenings. Coming off the back of another race that he was doing elsewhere, he's also out, and he's probably, if he's not going to be careful, he's probably going to get disqualified. Spud clean so far, Blade, so doing better than what we expected.
Rounds the final corner and sets a 1:11.5.
1:11.5.
For a guy who doesn't use no ABS all the time, won't have practiced with it. I think got the nod to run about half an hour ago. That's not too bad.
That is not too bad. Fruitites finishes that, and he goes straight up to 5th. So it's looking to be the low 1 minute 10s kind of area. There's probably going to be a couple of guys that will sneak into the 9s.
And I'm just wondering, was Tom Robbo in the wall? Because if he wasn't, he can continue. I don't think he was.
He was very slow.
I think it was maybe just a spin and he managed to save it. He's burning off the fuel. And it looks like he's going to go for a lap on the medium tyres.
Oh, hello. I'm seeing some sneaky team play down at Williams. Thomas is on his out lap, I believe.
Is that a sneaky toe that's going to emerge?
No. Do not know what you are on about.
I can see them on the mini-map. I'm just on board with Tom Robbo, who goes careering into the barrier down at turn 3.
Well, we'll stay on board then with the Williams. I want to see this work out as Passassin goes fastest.
Almost looked as if Tom was trying to take that high line that we saw.
Oh, they've both come in. That's disappointing, if I'm being honest.
That we saw the drivers taking in the actual race. That high line through the bank turn 3.
Yeah, we saw that a lot, mainly in the junior categories, where they were taking the high line and the low line.
Max was certainly favouring the higher line, and as the quickest car, I'd use him as a measurement, but there we go. It seemed to be the quicker line all weekend, really. Just looked like Tom was trying to replicate that and ended up in the barriers.
Oh, Ron's off. Very interesting place.
That is interesting. Maybe just clip the curve on the outside.
It is very easy to do. That is the section of the track where the curves are a lot aggressive, and it depends how much speed you take in is where you're going to get caught out.
That will be on the exit of the right-hander, which is turn 8.
Yes, I believe it is turn 8 as well. Yep, it is turn 8.
So,
will he continue? Roan is the first man into the 109s.
not by much, but
no.
It's all the same. It all counts the same. Into the 109s, just over a tenth quicker than Passassin.
Now, it's a short track round here.
Yeah, so...
how many runs do you think they'll be doing? Will you see someone do all 4, or do you think they'll stick to the 3 and keep a set, or...?
I don't think 4 runs is optimal. What with the rate of safety cars.
That big discussion point once again.
So you might, as a driver, think about saving a set of softs. So no, I don't think we'll get anyone doing 4 runs. These guys are all switched onto the softs now anyway. So unless they've done the... to have committed a rookie
there
error.
He is. I lost you briefly for a second, but you're back. Dara goes and improves 1:10.9.
Seem to have committed a rookie error by not having my controller changed. But yeah, so unless these guys have done laps on the medium set, which only one has, which is Jensen, I wouldn't think that they go and use those mediums. But you never know. I didn't race here, so...
No, neither have I.
I don't really know. This is good, isn't it? Neither of us know the proper strategy. I would imagine it's possibly a 2-stop, and that's in the pit lane for Tom.
Who am I looking for? I'm looking for someone else here. I want to see Konzo come out. Konzo got a podium last week in Canada.
Yes, he did. I remember that one. I commentated it, so I hope forward. From what I recall, it was a good race. I do remember. He tried to be gutsy and stayed out on the slick tyres.
Yes.
When the Inters were the best tyre, and it didn't work out, but he still got his podium anyway, which was nice to see.
Thoroughly deserved. Been a long time coming. His first one for Coles, and he's been here for many seasons. So I think it was quite a wholesome moment last week.
I remember commentating when he got a podium. Oh, Calzo got a podium. One of the two got a podium in Austria. One of the two. I can't remember because it's a long time ago now. I think it would have been season 4, maybe 5. But it was nice to see, because he is a guy that turns up when he can, and that's all you can ask for, really. As Dara, as he was coming into the pit lane there, nearly hit the pit wall. That would have been bad. Didn't notice Milan had jumped.
He had gone. You were serenading us with your lovely voice. I was just sitting there in shock as Milan pulled half a second out the last sector to get that time.
I didn't notice as I was talking about Calzo and Konzo in the Alfa Romeos. It's a great lap from Milan, puts him 3/10 almost clear of Rowan.
Yeah, Rage Snipes. I'm going on board with Rage Snipes. I'm not seeing him race for a while. And let's see what he can do on this lap. Bit scrappy off the exit of turn 3.
He is I believe, he's just about a 10th up through sector 1. Let's look at that's interesting, because I've heard a lot of people say they like to stay wide down at turn 8 on the entry. But Rage Snipes really attacking that curve in the Ferrari.
We go to the sector 2 split. It's 3 attempts up, so not bad.
Still some time to gain if he wants to be up there.
So at the moment, it's going to put him just outside the top 2 rows. Let's see what he can do. Oh, he's going to get a nice little toe off this Aston in front, but only 5th.
4/10, I think he gained there. I do admire the guts of Rage Snipes attacking the curbs, because I certainly don't have the bravery to do that.
Jensen is 5 temps up. He's on those softs for his first run and does a 10 flat, so nice response. His teammate behind, that is Rowan, is just about to go again by the looks of things. Konzo's
no towing from the Alpha Tauri boys. Jensen pulling off to the side of the road, so he's not fueling the car as well. So yellows in sector 2, I imagine that's Rage Snipes.
Yeah, no, it looks like a Williams is off by looks of things. As Passassin improves, he is
Thomas.
the 3rd man into the 109s. Not enough to beat the pole of Milan though.
Thomas facing the wrong way at the start of the DRS zone. He's got Rowan on his way, approaching fairly rapidly, so I want that he does get out of the way on the inside.
Sorry for the flicking. Rowan has matched his time.
Straighten out the wheel before onto the banking. Stays low. There is a massive bump high. It's the shortest route to the line. He goes. Was that just over a tenth
Third,
quicker? I
it was a
believe
tenth
was.
quicker. Not a position gain though.
Bit of confidence there.
Oh, Fruit has somehow managed to get away with that. And that's going to be valid. Small doesn't improve. Fruit doesn't improve either.
So that he got spun, but I think he's on an end lap, so that is it.
That is it, unless Possession's already done, I believe. Yeah, he's already coming.
Yeah, Possession was low on fuel, burning it off as well, actually. So
Spud is pushing to try and improve, but doesn't do so. So that is the end of qualifying. Milan impressively goes pole by what was in the end originally quite some margin, but was eaten into but not defeated. Assassin second, and then two guys third, and IFR guys third and fourth.
I'll have a look at the sector times quickly, because yeah, Rowan was sector 3 was the quickest of the bunch. Well, of his laps anyway. So I think he was quicker than Milan, quicker than Possession as well. So maybe a little bit more in the first two sectors. Certainly was quicker in the first sector, and could have been pole for the AlphaTauri man, but it is pole for Milan.
I nearly didn't scroll down. I would have been killed. I think it's
Yes, you would.
Blaze's mic. I'm not sure. There's a low frequency buzzing. I hope it's not my PlayStation. If not, I'm sending that back.
I can sort of hear it in the background, so I don't know if it's mine or, but it could be.
Who knows?
Let me just check. No, it's definitely mine, but I'm not sure what I can do about it.
No, we'll just have to get on with it.
Give me a moment.
Unless I could turn you down a little bit and maybe sort that out.
Give me 1 second, Matt. I'll switch over controllers to the
Okay. So, an intriguing race start to come. Very close, is what we expect. Short track. Not much skill gap between these drivers. And who is going to be the driver to come out on top? Who's it going to be? That is the big question. I think it's just when he's speaking. That's why you can hear it. I think it's when Blaze is talking. Every time he talks, you hear it. When he's not, then you don't hear it. 4 safety cars.
Hello.
That seems to be a little bit better. I think it was when you were talking it was doing it, but Steve's gone with 4 safety cars and 10 finishers. The finishers, I don't think, is a bad shout.
Yeah, I'm not ever sure on the headset issue, because the other controller is broken, but it's broken in the sense that it has a broken mic jack. But this one's broken in the sense that it has a drift, so
That's fine.
I don't know.
Ricky's gone with slightly more optimistic 13. Spud's saying he's going to crash. I hope not, Spud. I think if you just survive, Spud, you may be in chance of some points. Who knows? That's what my experience has been when I've done 2 races this year of EU1.
Well, last week there were 8 finishes, so...
Yes, there was.
People retiring in the pits when points were guaranteed. You know, you might pick something up.
What was I going to say? Yes, there was nearly more drivers last week that scored points that weren't in EU1 than drivers that were.
That's a pretty good stat, that.
That is a pretty good start. There was 8
On the
finishes,
front
5 were EU1, and 3 were outside of EU1.
I think Ted would be proud of that one.
Oh, and Milan got very drifty. So, Blades, we look at the tyres, and it's kind of what we expect. However, we've got Dar on the mediums, Swan's gone on the softs, Spud's gone the hards, interesting choice. Konzo's gone softs, Tom Robbo's gone mediums, Yelt has gone the hards. That is.
Yeah, you never know, Spud. You might crash now.
Well, you're on the hard tyres. That's a brave choice.
It is a brave move, especially considering the in my experience, the banking and hard tyres do not
Mix very well.
Yeah.
Especially when you're applying the ERS. Ricky's gone with a Passassin, Jensen and Robbo podium.
That'll be, especially on a circuit where you can't overtake, that'll be interesting.
For namesake wise, I hope that happens.
Yeah, well, it'll be nice for the Mercedes driver. If I remember rightly, he needs a good result, but my memory could be failing me.
It could be. Could well be. Who
I
knows?
think he DNF'd last week. I'm not over sure of that one.
Oh,
He definitely crashed in Monza.
He did. I'm going to back the Williams here. I'm sorry. I'm going to be partisan. They're my constructor, so.
All right, Aston Martin 1-2.
Well, we'll find out. There's 3, there's 4, there's 5 lights. We will wait for the glitch because that's still a thing. Konzo's gone because he's not in the session anymore, and everyone else is now gone.
Oh, what a start from Konzo.
Farmer Land leads the way, and the Aston Martin's going to go down the inside, but look, I think we're all through turn 1 so far. Nice and cleanly.
Spud has dropped to the back. Yelt got past him. Tom got past him as well.
I'm pretty sure
that's at the back of the pack. Oh, Yelt into the side of Tom, and Tom's off, and that is damage for the Mercedes. And that is not what you want to see.
No,
Race Snipes is backwards as well.
And that's on the exit of turn 7.
That'll be 7, yeah.
Can you do me a favour?
It's on the entrance, yes.
Can you try and invite Konzo back and see if he can rejoin?
Yeah.
So far, Milan, Passassin, Roan, Jensen, the top 4 have not changed. Konzo's in 5th. He's got ahead of Fruit. Cameron 7th, Calzo 8th. Thomas up placed into 9th. And then we have Andy Wheel Swarner in 10th. As we go, oh, and someone's off. That is Calzo. Not a good opening that for the Alfa Romeos. Ron's in the pits. No safety car.
Magic.
Magic.
Absolute magic.
He has.
Andy Wu getting past the ghost of Konzo, and he's now on the back of Thomas. But he's going to go up the inside, is he? Maybe. No, he backs out of it, thinks better of it. That's Rage Snipes retiring in the pit lane. I mean, I wouldn't do that myself. You never know with these safety cars. But and apparently Cameron is 1 minute ahead of Thomas.
Yeah, I think
Rowan is a minute ahead of Jensen.
It shall sort itself out in a minute, hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Sorry, that'd be Cameron a minute ahead of a minute behind Fruit. So it was.
So Milan leads the way, but is being hunted down by Passassin.
A wild Alfa Romeo.
It is
Alfa Romeo, Aston Martin. Sorry.
Swan's gonna
looking at Calzo, who's getting past Ron.
Yep, Andy Wu's gone ahead of Thomas. That's going to be, to put it lightly, a bit of a pain. I think Spud's realised the hard.
It's a wing change.
Yes, and I've not seen that, so
Calzo in as well. That's also for a wing change.
I wouldn't be surprised if he picked up damage after his spin on the first lap on the exit.
Andy manages to get past Thomas. He's now got Dara on the mediums, lining up to get past him. DRS is enabled, so...
Yes, and I have a suspicion there is going to be a move for the lead on that knowledge you've just given me.
He is very close. Is it close enough? He had his ERS enabled through the banking a little bit there.
Yes, Milan had his as well, and Assassin closes in, but not close enough.
Already in 5th gear by the time he's round the corner. So, that's Assassin. Short shifting to get the power down. I'm sure Milan is much the same.
Fruit's had an interesting couple of corners. He's lost about half a second already on this lap, so I think he's not a great turn one.
Into the clutches of the other Aston Martin.
Yep. Cameron.
And that will be, unless Fruit can catch Jensen significantly, which he doesn't, DRS broken to the Williams. And Cameron will have a chance now, as long as Fruit can't get back into that DRS, the 1 second window.
Now, Assassin's a little bit closer this time. Sorry to cut you off, but I think this time he's going to go for it. He's going to go to the inside. That was fairly rudimentary.
No overtake needed. He does use it on the exit. He wants to pull away a bit more.
Yeah,
defending from that spectacular dive bomb that can be done down there.
It can be. Well, with Jensen setting the fastest lap and he was in 4th, he knows he's got a little bit of extra pace to utilise. I think Milan was just holding them up just a little bit.
And he now knows it's his chance to pull away from Fruit. Now that he's broken DRS, as Calzo snatches the fastest lap with a 1:12.8. Yelt is up to P9. He's just got past Dara. Spud, I think, dropped behind Calzo.
Yeah, I think he's let him through there, if I'm being honest. I didn't fight too hard for that one.
I know Spud's a respectful guy when it comes to the racetrack, so I'm sure he won't want to get in any of these guys' way if he doesn't think he's able to defend.
The important thing is at the moment is Assassin can't get rid of Milan, and what's it enabled us to do is we have a top 6 now. Top 6 have broken away from Andy Wu. Fruit's managed to get back inside the DRS window of Jensen.
There is a reason, of course, that Milan is still with Assassin. If you look at his ARS, only at 40%.
Although he's just made a mistake into turn 9, I believe.
He did. He got very slidey into the apex.
Sorry, turn 10.
Possibly needs to shift his brake balance a little bit further back. He was just all over the place into turn 10. So this is going to be a chance now for Rowan. If he wants to take it, he's going to get very close. Overtake is enabled. Didn't know where he was going, did not know what side he wanted.
No.
He ended up taking the inside and getting past the Alpine of Milan. The DRS once again for the Alpine, but he's now got Jensen chasing him down in the AlphaTauri. You could say he's in an AlphaTauri sandwich.
Well, they're all in the It's Cos, Arthur, Cos, and then Swarner, and then Thomas.
They're all in a. That top six is all a big Aston Martin sandwich.
Sandwich, yes it is. There's a lot of filling inside, and that filling can pack a punch, and we know that for sure.
Jensen getting close to Milan, not close enough, as that spud, I believe.
It will be spud.
Pits.
I'm going to go on board with Jensen, and I think this could be 2 places lost in 2 laps this time.
He's very close. He has got DRS to defend with. Jensen has his ERS on. He
Lunges it
down the inside.
Oh.
Milan keeps it round the
Milan's
outside.
still
I
there.
think he's going to have to back out though.
Oh, he's gone down the inside.
Move.
Gone down the
From
inside.
Milan. Jensen wants the switchback, but there's an Alpine in the way.
These two gotta be careful, because they don't really want to get cut adrift from Roan here if they keep fighting as hard as they are.
No, and if they do get cut adrift, obviously that's further away from the leader possessing, and Milan losing out more than he would have liked to.
All this fighting's doing really. I've just noticed I know Yelt's on the hard tide, but he is sitting currently in 9th.
And he's tucked up behind Thomas, who doesn't have DRS, so this could be interesting.
He's also
Coming
only 10
onto the
seconds
main
off the lead.
straight.
We will stay on
We'll
board.
be going long off Thomas into this race.
We'll come back to that one, but I'm going to have a look at Jensen first, see if he can get close again. I don't think he is. He's too far away this time. So we will go to Yelp.
Go for that big lunge. He doesn't go for it. So Yelp there. Thomas makes him go the long way round. He's pulled it off round the outside of turn 1. I believe it's called Tarzan Corner.
It is Tarzan Corner, yeah, spot on.
Oh, Fruitful gets a bit out of shape, gets on the grass into, might be turn 7, maybe turn 8. It's all a bit too many turns. So he's still close up to Jensen.
Well,
so
Roan's not really dropped Milan. This is the problem. Whereas Possassin was able to, Roan's not been able to do that. And I just feel Jensen and the likes of Jensen and maybe Fruit got a bit more pace than the 2 guys in front of them.
And Possassin is certainly dropping the Alpha Tauri, and he's now got DRS from Tom Robbo's lapped ghost.
Yes. Spud has retired, and that
that's
is
a crash.
the exit
And
turn
that's a
3.
safety
Oh,
car.
it's a safety car.
Well, just as this race was starting to get a bit tasty, baby.
I believe
There
this
is
is
his parked car, and that's Dara and Thomas into the pits. Dara's put the softs on.
Possassin would be cursing, I think, underneath his helmet.
I think he would. I think he might be cursing, but I also think he might pit.
Yes.
I think if he doesn't pit, he's quite frankly an idiot.
I think they all would pit very close to the window, if not in the window from the softs, so I would expect them all to pit.
I think the only person who doesn't pit is Yelp.
Yeah.
Because he's got nothing to lose, because he started last.
Well, Thomas has pitted. Thomas has gone to mediums.
Well, if I'm to believe the chatter in the EU1 chat, it doesn't matter what Yelp does. But as Yelp, according to the almighty overlord wizard, will be disqualified at the end of the race for improper tests.
Yes. Oh,
And he does pit.
Possassin, though, got held because of Tom Robbo's ghost car, but it wasn't enough.
No, he's managed to come out in the lead. He has got Tom's ghost in front of him, though. I'm not sure if that means Tom's Ghost's going to lead the restart. It looks like it is, which is a bit of a strange one. But it could be interesting.
I've just seen something. Tom River probably won't be racing. Next week or the week after. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh. I do like watching sometimes EU1 drivers throw their toys out the pram.
Oh, it's just any driver, just people in general.
It's brilliant. I love it. I just find it hilarious. Well, anyway, Milan's gone to the softs.
I was going to say, this is what me and Danny do when a safety car comes out. We just like waffle, and then the safety car's coming in.
So Milan's gone on the softs. Everyone else from in the top 10 have gone to the mediums.
And I would assume from Milan's immediate reaction that is not what he wanted. I don't think.
Yes and no. All I would say is Milan didn't do that many runs in qualifying. I believe he only done 2.
Yeah. He's called the game an expletive that I can't use on stream, and he's pitted again. So I assume he'll be dumping these softs for a set of mediums. He is.
I've only just seen that. That is frustrating.
And he's going to fall to the back of the effective field.
So it
looks like maybe just ahead of. It will be ahead of Calzo, but that's it.
Blessing this for Calzo.
And I tell you what, I feel bad for Fruitful.
I do, because
he's going to have to sit behind Tom on the race.
I'm going to call it, because that's what it looked like, and that's what it was. Because of Tom's rage quit, Fruit is now going to have to suffer, possibly watching Passassin and Rowan go up the road off the restart.
It's not nice. It's definitely not nice to be stopped behind a lap car at a restart.
That isn't controlled.
That isn't exactly. Even that is controlled.
Even if it is controlled, I think people would move out of the way.
Yeah, but I do. I tend to. But even if that lap car is controlled, the lapper can still get a bad restart, and then you still stop behind them.
So safety car is in this lap, as everyone has joined the back of the queue. Everyone is on the mediums, apart from Konzo and Calzo, the 2 brothers.
And it looks like Calzo's going to try and stretch to the end, maybe, on those hards. So Passassin becomes the safety car.
Mm-hmm.
He comes round the penultimate corner onto the banking. Still weaving to warm up those tyres. And he dips a wheel onto the grass. That might affect him. It looks like he might go to the line.
I think he will to stop the slipstream, but I think Rowan is watching.
That's going to be in the aftermath of that restart.
Yep.
Jensen being hit from behind, I believe, by Thomas.
Thomas has also lost the place to Yelp, by the way.
No wing damage for either. Yeah, Yelp gets past the Williams driver, and he is dropping back significantly into the clutches of the Alpine, driven by Milan.
Oh, Cameron's off.
Yeah, that is Cameron into the gravel.
And somehow...
Yeah, manages to escape without damage.
That is a miracle beyond miracles. Fruit's in trouble here. Not Fruit, sorry, Thomas is in trouble, and so is Fruit. Both of the Williams under pressure. Thomas will squeeze him.
And he's given Milan.
Oh look, I've seen that move once or twice this week, and at the weekend.
Yeah, well, just not going to work on the outside there, I'm afraid, Milan. I think you picked the wrong battle there, Sunshine.
Yelp is round and into the wall. off the final corner.
I thought that was an Alfa Romeo, but it might have just been Calzo going through him. So it's all getting a bit interesting on the well, after the restart. We had Cameron off, we had Milan off, we had Yelt spinning. It's all getting a bit tasty. Now we look to the leader. I believe next lap will be DRS, so if Rowan can keep this gap, he'll be certainly looking better off than he was.
We all knew it was going to be difficult to race him. It was when it was in real life. So a safety car or any restart means these guys have got to try and make places as quickly as possible and as effectively as possible, and that's why you see so much chaos.
And they've also got to make two cars fit onto a track in places where two cars shouldn't be able to fit onto the track. That's something.
Another Calzo, another victim of the banking.
On the hard tyres, so there's no real surprise there. He's carrying on, which would indicate he's got no damage. Yelt's pulled into the pits.
That would indicate Yelt has got damage.
Yeah, but if Yelt had damage, why didn't he just pit the lap before?
Who knows? Only Yelt knows. I'm not that good at mind reading, I wouldn't know. So the top three have pulled a gap to Fruit. Thomas has managed to fight back and get up into fifth, but he is currently forming a trio of himself, Dara and Ron.
I was just going to float back to the front, actually. You read my mind there. I was going to say, Rowan did manage to keep that gap over the lap, and still in the DRS window of Possassin.
Yeah.
So,
also, Milan and Cameron not too far off despite their misdemeanours under the safety car in the restart. In fact, Milan's got within DRS. We're going to go on board though with Dara. He's going to go down the inside of the first corner. Ron was trying to cheekily follow him through there.
Yeah, and Dara looks like he's managed to get it done. Thomas not looking to come back at him. You would think because it's Thomas, he might have had a look at a switchback there.
He loves a switchback.
Nothing doing for the Williams.
Well, what Thomas has done though has now built a 3.3 second gap between himself and Fruit. So Fruit can just focus on catching the guys in front rather having to defend behind.
Are you saying Thomas was maybe
no, but maybe I don't want to use those words. You don't put those words in my mouth. But Dara not been able to put away because Thomas is going to have DRS this time around anyway.
And if he can get a little bit closer, you'd say he might have a chance into turn one.
Yeah, I think there's going
looking to break the toe.
Yeah, but I think Haas behind's got a better chance here. Goes to the inside. We see the Williams front wing.
A little bit. He's managed to get through though. It's a good move from Ron. Looked like he just overshot the corner. Oh,
he's gone
into the wall. And I think, I don't want to mention those three words, but VSC. And
I think he
the
is.
words reset to track may end up being.
No, I think while I was on board, that was a perfect pirouette. I think.
How was it?
I believe.
I mean, I just saw him. I was on board with Thomas. I just saw him spear off, and then as I switched to him, he was facing forward with no wing.
Oh, well, I would like to ask the same question. How is he still alive? I do not know. That is a very short VSC, obviously, because only a little bit of front wing that was needed.
Oh, and Milan has caught Thomas napping.
He has indeed.
What a move from the Alpine driver. And Thomas has gone much in the same way that George Russell did in qualifying.
Out
Manages to keep it out of the barriers though. Got up onto the curb and just lost the back end.
These curves around here, as we mentioned earlier, are horrible.
And he's got dust on his tyres, so he'll be into the pits. He's got Ron behind him, but Ron needs a wing change, so I don't think that'll be a problem. Yeah, Thomas released. Calzo is not a threat, so still in the points is Thomas after his adventures to the gravel. We've got a ghost car inside a ghost car.
Well, that's interesting, to say the least.
It might be a ghost car, I can't tell. No, Calzo's the one. Is it Calzo? No, it is Conzo.
Conzo.
So it's a ghost car within a ghost car. And there's a McLaren that might be Yelt. It is Yelt.
Might be, it is Yelt. Yelt is back in the pits again. Yeah, the last corner, which is turn 40, really taking many a victim. We have seen moves. Milan's got past Dara. Fruit is in the pits for a front wing change. We did not see that. That's very interesting.
Definitely did not see Fruit's damage. Although I would imagine it came from a scuffle, possibly on the restart.
Swan has gone round outside of Conzo.
I mean, I know he's ghosted. It's still a good move. Brave.
Yep.
He's got Fruitful now behind him.
What a move from Fruit.
3-time champ.
I've lost count by this point.
The People's champ.
He is the People's champ, a veteran to contest, I suppose. Bond for the ages. Still no massive movement, although Cameron is closing in. He's going to go to the inside on the Ferrari. Runs in deep. And Dara spins it, lights the rear tyres up.
And that is front wing completely gone for the Ferrari, man.
And a virtual
VSC,
safety car.
So anyone who said one safety car and 2 virtuals.
Ricky, you're currently in. Congratulations.
Cash out.
I would cash out if I was a betting man. That was kind of. I mean, a VSC was kind of a given there because he was sort of blocking the pit exit.
Yeah, the wing was on the pit exit, so you do expect a VSC to come out there.
Fingers crossed. Yeah, that is the second VSC, Ricky, so congratulations. Drive-through penalty for... I was about to say, I hope everyone watches their Delta, and it's going to be Dara.
That is going to be very saddening for the Ferrari driver, because he's going to need to do another whole painful lap with that broken front wing.
Thomas, again, lost the position off the restart, by the way.
It just looks like he's getting caught napping.
I think it's where he's finding it.
Up a position as Andy gets past Dara, and Dara's in the gravel.
He's in the gravel.
And he's in the wall. Up on the banking. He's just using the natural banking to reverse back, get it back in gear. But he's not going to be able to get that front wing sorted, because he's going to have to drive straight through.
And I would expect to see some kind of retirement. He left the session. I knew it.
Wonderful. Calzo overtakes his brother, who isn't in the session, on the pit exit. Thomas getting really squirmy in turn 3. That's maybe a product of the setup. As Fruitful, his teammate, is on the back of Andy Wu.
But Passassin is getting closed in on here by the two Alpha Tauris. He's going to be ganged up on, I think, soon.
Yeah, it did look like he didn't have the best of restarts, just looking on the deltas. He had about 8/10, and it's come down drastically.
Fruit's lost some time behind the McLaren. Now, at the moment, only the top 10 will be getting points. The other 3 have left the session, some by their own accord and some not by their own accord, and haven't completed enough physical laps for them to count. So at the moment, it's just the top 10 that will score points.
Yes, mate, well done, because the top 10 will score points anyway.
Yes, but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
If one of the others make it into the top 10, they won't count, so...
Yeah, I know what you mean. I was just giving you a little...
Thank you.
A little bit of banter. Keep you on your toe.
Alright, Partridge, calm down.
It's great banter. It really
is. Yeah, it is really. Roan did think about a move. Not close enough. Oh, I was about to go on board with Thomas because he was closing on the Calzo. He's in the gravel though instead.
And it just looks like he's gone straight on there.
He has. I reckon he's caught the rear of the car on the far left-hand side of that curb, and it's just gone, nope, you cannot stay here, and it's just spat him back out. So, frustrating times. We will go back to the front because it's still just about close enough.
Joe, if Rowan can't get past Possessing soon, I think he might spin.
I think
just simply because of the dirty air in the second sector.
Yeah. I also think they need to have a little swap round here. Although Jensen's used more ERS.
So simply because there's that second sector, it's got that fast right-hander where the car just wants to slide out from under you. He is going to go for it.
He is going to go for it.
He's gone to the inside.
Gone to the inside.
Didn't want to yield, eventually has to. And I think Possession's going to be driving angry from now on.
I would be, but I think that was fair enough. Possession's defending was interesting, and then Rowan was like, right, I'm going to send it. I don't care if I nudge you a little bit, I'm going to get past. So important for Rowan now to see if he's got any pace to drop Possession. But now they can sort of play the team game here and gang up on Possession, Rowan and Jensen.
It's gone from Milan being in an AlphaTauri sandwich to Possession being an AlphaTauri sandwich.
Yes, it was.
I just wonder if Rowan might try and back Possession into Jensen a little bit. Get Jensen through and then use him as a buffer. Obviously Jensen with that penalty.
Not quite close enough for Possession. So we will wait another lap maybe. Fruit did get past Andy Wu in the last lap. But he is... Well, Fruit can probably get himself into the mix for fourth with a pit stop.
He did pick up a penalty in doing so though.
He has done, but he probably try and look to go to the end on those tyres. It'd be interesting to see if the mediums can make it that far. I'll be incredibly surprised.
Well, I'll put it this way: if they get to lap 36 on these tyres and Possession's still as close as he is now, then
I just saw the end of that. Calzo's in the wall behind Ron on the start-finish straight, and that would be a safety car if I'm being honest. Because of where that car is. That looked a monumental crash. It's only a VSC.
I've just seen Thomas go past it, and I've just seen Kondo go past it. That looks like a massive accident.
He is. He's behind the house of Ron, and I don't know what happened there. I just saw will Ron go in? Possession stays out. Jensen stays out. Milan, will you do something different?
He's got
He does.
some big testicles, gentlemen
He has.
and ladies.
So does Cameron.
He's decided that the softs are a bit of him, and so is Cameron.
And they can do that because look where Fruit is. Fruit's only just going around the last corner, so that is a free pit stop. Annoyingly for Fruit there.
Milan scrubbed set though, so Cameron has a slight tyre advantage, you would say. I thought that was tactical genius until I realised it was only a virtual safety car. But there we go. The race is back underway. Assassin just got underway in time for Assassin to get DRS from Rowan. Okay, they're coming on to the start-finish straight now. Assassin looks to have the better exit. He's turned on his overtake early. It looks like he's going to go for it. He's going to be forced to take the outside.
Yeah, and Rowan's going to push him all the way to the outside. And give him as little space as he can within reason.
Did push him out on that curb, but it was all fair. Some good racing from the boys up front.
Jensen's silently sitting at the back, just rubbing his hands together, waiting for his opportune moment.
Jensen is sat there like Agent 47 out of the Hitman games, ready to pick off these guys one by one, and he's just waiting. Something is gonna happen. Assassin looks like he wants this win, and it, you would say, is certainly there for the taking. He's been very close the past few laps. I don't think he's going to get close enough now. So
No, in fact, Jensen looks closer.
9 laps to go as they cross the line.
Nine laps, and we still don't know who is going to win, which way is it going to turn. It's been between these three for pretty much nearly the whole race.
You would say that the winner is going to be an Aston Martin or an AlphaTauri.
Yes.
But you never know.
We have seen stranger things happen in contest of speed.
For all we know, Milan could bin it, bring out a safety car, and everyone could hit
Well,
each
someone
other.
has binned it, it's Fruit.
I saw it was blue, I thought it might be Milan.
That would have been the prime commentator's curse on that one if that was the case.
I would have had to apologise and
I think you would need to write a letter in, actually.
probably buy him some form of Cosmog, probably.
Or alcoholic beverage, I think would be more.
Yeah, probably.
Assassin is closing. He's still closing. He's still closing. This time he's going to go down the inside. Rowan shuts the door.
Went for a gap that was ever closing. I appreciate the commitment to the send.
Wasn't quite the full send though.
No, Rowan. It always sort of looked like Rowan might come across him, so I think smart to back out there from the Aston Martin driver. As he looks to be staying in relatively close proximity.
Let's go aboard. Let's see what Jensen can see.
He's seeing straight through Assassin's wing, who gets very close to Rowan. Under braking.
Rowan may get some DRS this time round.
And it's looking like he does get DRS.
Look, so yeah, he does this time around. Look at that.
Moment in this race, and it's not something that you really want to see, but I mean, it's going to happen, so you got to accept it. Gets DRS at the perfect time to defend, just as Possassin's at his closest.
So at the moment, Rowan on 60% ERS, Possassin 64, Jensen 46. So Jensen's actually burning more, considering he's the guy at the back keeping up.
He has been the whole race, though.
Yeah.
Always had less than Milan, always had less than Rowan. Assassin doesn't look like he's going to be close enough. Barring a mistake from Rowan.
Yeah, not this time round.
He's going to bide his time once again, leave the overtake button alone.
Oh, he's leaving it late.
Did look to the inside there. Nothing doing for the Aston Martin, so 6 laps to go. 70 to 75 second laps. And it is still all to play for. Rowan just looked like he got a bad exit there.
He did.
Obviously no way for Possassin to capitalise. So, on to the next DRS straight. Is it going to be enough to short burst? I think Possassin maybe wants to just try and get a bit closer and just set him up for the straight.
Oh, Jensen's had a rubbish hairpin by his standards, and he's dropped himself out of DRS. Could that be the chance he's blown?
Here comes Possassin in the Aston Martin. He's going for that gap again.
There was a gap. He squeezed for it.
He's activated full send mode. And that one is side sailed and delivered. Up the inside into a gap that was ever closing. Into turn 1. And he's got the move done.
Now then, Rowan, what you got? Can you fight back straight away against the Aston Martin? I think he can. He's got more ERS than what he has.
He seems to have the pace as well. He was always pulling away from Possassin when Possassin didn't have DRS. That's fruitful again with the Spinala. So, Rowan is closer than Possassin ever was down that straight.
In fact, that is... He needs just a good run off this last corner.
I don't think he's got
It wasn't great.
He's got that ERS, but he doesn't want to use it to he doesn't want to compromise himself.
Yeah. Do you think he's going to wait until the end of lap 35 onto 36?
I think he might. He knows he's got 4 laps left to get close, to stay close. So this could be interesting going on to the last lap. If Possassin is still within this range. He's going to have DRS barring some mistake down the short DRS straight. So Possassin seemed to pull away there. I'm not sure about you. Maybe the tyres are gone.
Well, who knows? They're all on 21 lap old medium, so tyres are now struggling. We've got another yellow flag in sector 3. Safety car won't come out. We have 3 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. And if you can tell me who the winner's going to be, that would be lovely, because we still don't know. It could be Possassin, it could be Rowan. Don't forget Jensen, he's got himself back into this contest after a small mistake.
anyone know Doctor Who? Might be able to travel forward and let us know what's going to happen.
Yeah, what's
We've
going to
got
happen?
about 3 minutes of this race left, barring any large vehicular accidents. Assassin just clips the curb and gets a bit out of shape. Onto the DRS straight. Rowan within 5/10. He's going to close in a little bit. It's not going to be enough.
Wow.
At the minute.
I've just seen Jensen. Jensen's down to 20% ERS. He's just burning just to try and stay with these guys. Evidently not got the pace of these front two. It's between Passassin and Roan at the moment. We will go around the corner.
Had his ERS on round the banking. Assassin had his on.
He's going to go around the outside. Maybe switch back underneath.
He's tried
he's still there.
He's going to maybe try another switchback. No. Thinks better of it. He's very close. If he's this close in a lap's time,
he needs to get it done by the end of this lap. This is the lap. His better opportunity is getting him into turn one.
Just a bit wide there. That's going to give Passassin the advantage. The pendulum swings back towards Aston Martin. He's very close on that DRS straight. Braking earlier.
Oh, Passassin got out of shape.
Could this be it? Passassin's going to be saved by the DRS off Thomas's car.
Right, here we go then.
Naughty. He's got very lucky. Has the Aston Martin. And
Rowan's not very happy about it.
His displeasure. Brakes very late, but you would have to say that is probably race run for the AlphaTauri, barring any major vehicular accidents.
It's a team tactic. I know I've had that help me out for one race before.
Seems to be getting closer and closer, does Rowan, but he's using more and more ARS to get closer.
Yeah, but they've both got about the same. Rowan's going to just try and run it deep to make him make a mistake.
It's going to have to be one almighty send from the Dutchman. He's looking, thinks better of it.
Oh, Passassin got out of shape again over the hairpin. Oh, so is Rowan.
Rowan's going to give it everything into the banking on the final lap.
Here we go.
The DRS is going to open, but it's not going to matter.
Passassin wins.
Takes the Dutch Grand Prix in EU1. Rowan P2 and Jensen P3. It's a good points haul for the AlphaTauri boys, although it's not the one that Rowan would have wanted. Milan P4. Cameron crashes over the line in P5. We've got Thomas P8 and Thomas P9 being the last of the point scorers, and it looks like it's going to be Andy and Ron to round off the race in P6 and P7 for a track that you can't do much overtaking on. I think we've got more than our fair share from this evening. So the Aston Martin suit will stand on top of the podium, and it is Ecos Passassin with what I believe is his third win in a row. I'm not too sure, but if we could have Statman Wizard check that. That'll be lovely. So the race results then. Ecos Assassin takes the top step of the podium and the 25 points for Aston Martin, followed by an Alpha Tauri 2-3 with Rowan and Jensen. Milan took the fastest lap in P4, which will be 13 points. Got Cameron in P5. It's a good points haul for Aston Martin as well today. 35 from their two drivers. Andy Wu for McLaren P6. Got Ron possibly on debut, not too sure. Coming home P7. Thomas P8 and Fruitful P9 to round off the point scores.
Good finish for Andy. That's a very strong result in a quite difficult tier, jumping across from AM1.
Like I said, it's for a track that doesn't really lend itself to overtaking. I think we got a very good race from that. Very exciting.
It was. Blades, I'm going to be really disappointing and let everyone down, but I'm not going to do
they
interviews.
asked for it.
They did, but I'm dying, so...
I mean, I don't mind that.
I'm suffering from the vaccine. It's going to kill me.
So, Neil, Statman Wizard, has confirmed that it is Cameron's teammate, Assassin's third win in a row. I mean, when you're taking max points, what more can you want?
No. All I'm going to say is congratulations to Assassin on the win. Roan for a very valiant and hard-fought P2. Probably both deserved to actually win that race. That was some very good wheel-to-wheel action, the best I've seen possibly this season, especially commentating on. Jensen for his P3. And I would just say well done to everyone that finished, or those that crashed that kept on going. Good persistence to you all. That is it for Contest of Speed action this week. Blades, EU1 has given our last little bit of action. So the next time you will see us will be Monday, 9 PM UK time, EU4. The track of choice next week, according to the calendar, we are going through the hills of Styria. We are at Austria. We are at the Spielberg Circuit, the Red Bull Ring, whatever you want to call it. Okay, and that should be another fast race. Lap times are going to be very close, in qualifying at least, to the 1:01 mark. I've heard some weird people doing those kind of times.
Yes, however, just to interject, there was a performance update, so...
Yes, so times are a little bit slower,
so...
which is annoying, because that would have been quite cool to see cars go round with quite close to a minute a lap in qualifying.
It would indeed.
So yeah, we're around Austria next week, Monday, and I believe it will be myself again, but I won't be leading. It'll be Mr. Geit alongside me, like good old times, and that'll be full. And you'll be racing.
Yes.
On Monday.
Well, with any luck.
With any luck. And then it'll be EU3 on Tuesday, along with AM2. EU2 on Wednesday along with AM1, and then EU1 back on Thursday at 9 PM UK. All European races are 9 PM UK, all the American races are 2 AM UK or 9 PM Eastern Time. I would say go and drop us a follow on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube, because all the races from Twitch will get uploaded to YouTube. Keep an eye on social media, Instagram and Twitter, just to see standings, etc. Blades, I have some interesting news.
What's the interesting news?
The new website is pretty much up and going to be up and running imminently.
Well, that
From
is
what I've
something that you do love to see.
You do love to see it. It only just leaves me to say thank you, Blades, for sitting alongside me for just under an hour and 20 minutes. It was a quick one. We did think it would be.
It was an enjoyable one as well.
It was an enjoyable one. Thank you for the EU1 guys for providing us with that entertainment. Thank you for everyone that was watching tonight and dropping in, showing your comments. We did have a look through. Thanks for getting involved, and see you later, and good night.